Guys, we are here today once again with a very important news. Canada has just announced the caps on international student visa program. Guys, you remember last week we had uploaded a video when Honorable Mark Miller was online and he was talking about how Canada is considering, putting a cap on the international student program. Well, that particular speech has led to this day today. The caps have now been announced; they are live and we have more news coming in. But before we proceed ahead, there are a couple of things that you must know. So let me just take you right away into the exact news. So let me just show you the you know the just give me a quick second. Okay. So here is the news announcement. Canada has announced the ban, and we will talk about everything in detail. First of all, the issues at hand were that Canada or IRCC had mentioned that there are a couple of issues around housing, how the DLIs are trying to get benefits, they're issuing a lot of visas, trying to get more revenue out of the students coming in, and then the infrastructure was not ready, and then the whole integrity of the program was being compromised by people changing colleges, DLIs, whatsoever. So all of that has been put under the scanner now. Now, first, let's look at what is the ban all about. Now, overall, um, the individual caps have been announced by IRCC as per the provinces, and these provinces will have a weighted average. Now, for example, the province of Prince Edward Island maybe has lesser number of colleges or lesser number of people who are interested, or maybe a lot of colleges are there in Ontario, so they will go ahead and show the caps as per the province, and this will also further be trickled down to the number of DLIs. Now, that responsibility is with the DLI, with the province to make sure which DLI will get which number of the LOAs. With that in mind, students who are looking forward to changing, the colleges, they will have to go through an additional step. And also, starting the January 22nd, 2024, anybody who's willing to apply for a study permit will have to go through an additional study permit, verification, or basically an attestation letter by the province, and this particular step will be starting right now, but the provinces have been given a deadline of March 31st, 2024. So overall, yes, this is not so good news for international students, because this particular number, this cap is set at 360,000 applications, which is 35% lesser than the last year. Now, if you have a look at this particular number here, this is the exact approximate number of 360,000 approved study permits, which means after all the refusals and whatsoever within the year, this is a decrease of 35% of the number that was approved last year. So which is not good. Again, like I said, the numbers will be trickled down as per the provinces and further to DLI. So now no DLI is free to issue as many offer letters as they wish to. Everything is being monitored by the province and will be approved. So that's the first part of the news. Now, who is not impacted? That's the important part. Who does not have to worry? Study permit renewals will not be impacted. So, if you're already here inside Canada, your renewals are not impacted. People who are pursuing masters and post, your doctoral degrees or elementary and secondary school education, you guys are not impacted. So, you don't have to worry about it. Your study permit holders, people who are currently inside Canada, will not be impacted. Obviously, the processes, the details will be shared on the IRCC website shortly. Then apart from that, IRCC will be again allocating the quota as per the province. The next thing is the work permits are also being impacted. Now, post graduation work permits are being impacted severely. They say that starting the September 1st, 2024, international students who get into a curriculum licensing arrangement, they will not be eligible for post graduation work permits. Guys, this is big news, because historically a lot of DLIs have been using these curriculum licensing arrangements to bring in a lot of students that was a loophole that they had actually started practicing, and now they are stopping that. Another important thing to note is graduates of masters and other short graduate level programs will soon be eligible to apply for a 3-year work permit. That means even if they do a 1-year program, they will get a 3-year work permit. So guys, overall the sense of the news that we're getting is that, and there are a couple of things that will come shortly hereafter as well, is that people who are coming to Canada for master's degrees, they are more than welcome. For any other level of college, they are going to face a lot of wrath. Um, see, under the current criteria, the post graduation work permit, like they said that people or spouses. Now, this is very important for people who are coming from India, or the other side of the world, Pakistan, Bangladesh. It was a very common practice that people would send their spouses off to Canada and then on study permit, and then spouses back home would come on an open work permit, right? So that was a normal practice. With this new announcement, in the coming times, international students, if your spouses are coming to Canada, you must take a note. If you're doing a master's or doctoral program, only then the spouses will get a work permit. If you're doing anything lesser than that, your spouses will not get a work permit. Be it private college, public college, irrespective, it doesn't matter. This is the new condition that is going to be applicable in the coming weeks. So people who are coming to Canada, who are planning to come to Canada, this is extremely important for you to note. Guys, overall, I think this was sort of expected from IRCC, because people have been waiting, have been hearing about IRCC tightening leash on the international study program, which has finally been announced. I know it's not so good news for a lot of people, but whatever it is the particular situation. We will be getting more inputs. I will be making more detailed videos when we get to the analysis of the situation. But for now, this is the breaking news that is happening with respect to Canada. Guys, I hope you got to know much insights into what's happening into the world of immigration. If you have anything to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule a consultation with us, and we would be more than happy to speak with you. The details of booking an appointment and how to get in touch with us are there on the screen. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our video. More than happy to speak with you. Once again, wish you all the best, and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.